hello, Bradley. So you're surrounded by social media. You can't really go a few minutes without hearing something about social media, it seems, right? And so CSTEM is a part of that too, and it's very social as well. CSTEM Break has been formed as a social media platform for everybody that's in CSTEM and in the CSTEM Challenge to communicate with each other, to create things, to collaborate on projects, to ask questions back and forth, and to get a really great like a great situation for resources. So we're going to go through all the different menu items and the options that are on CSTEM Break, the social media platform, so you have an idea of what's available for you and for your students. And we're going to also do the same thing for the app. And if you've used either CSTEM Break or the CSTEM Break app in the past, they've both been upgraded. So there's some new things out there, there's some new layouts, and I think you're going to be really pleased. If you haven't used any of these platforms before, I think you're really going to enjoy them just as well. All right, so moving on. Now this presentation you're going to have at your disposal, but I did want to have a concrete list for you because I know we'll be in the session together, and then tomorrow you'll get inundated with emails or classroom situations, and you might need something to refer back to. So this is a couple things, probably more than a couple, that you can look at to help you when you're thinking about some different ways that you can be social on CSTEM Break and CSTEM Break app. So I'm not going to read all these to you, but here's a couple things that you can think of. There's definitely a great forum for creating groups. So you can create a group for your classrooms for particular challenges that your students are participating in. It's really up to you how you want to create those groups and how you want to organize them. And they're definitely meant for students to join as well. So it can be a forum for your students to talk to each other and kind of work through questions that they have as students. And it can also be a great place for you to answer quick questions, as things arise throughout the challenge. They could also post pictures and videos, and we highly encourage this. So if they're working on their CSTEM Challenge project early and they've got some progress they want to show, definitely encourage them to upload those into CSTEM Break and share them with the community. We've got K through 12, so there's tons and tons of schools all across the U.S. that are participating, and just the ability to share that I think is great. You can also share articles and research. So if this is something that you can encourage the students to do. So if they find an article, if it's part of their homework to go out and find an article, they can post that onto CSTEM Break and share that with the community, and then that might help answer a question that somebody else has. So that's just a couple of these. I just wanted to touch on them briefly. You can definitely go back and read through these when you have a moment and you're looking for something social to do. So moving on. Now this is the kind of menu layout of CSTEM Break. You've got your home page, which is obviously where you'll always come to, your profile, the CSTEM Challenge, opportunities, archives, community, members, media, and contact. So contact, we know what that's going to be, right? It's going to take you to the cstem.org website. It's going to give you location, phone number, all that kind of fun stuff. Homepage, we know what that looks like. It's going to be your home page with all the information all kind of aggregated into one. So the stuff in the middle is what we're really going to talk about the most. And we'll walk through it one by one, as I said before. So we'll go ahead and move on to the home page. So the couple things that I would highlight just as an introduction into the CSTEM Break social network is on the home page. There's a lot of different things that you can do here because it is meant to be your home page, so you're going to come here first. On the top left, you've got your settings as well as your edit capabilities. So you can customize CSTEM Break to your needs, to especially for the kids, they really like to do that. You can adjust your profile to be different colors, different backgrounds. The text can be different, and all that can be done in that top left corner. On the right side is going to you're going to see who's logged in. So here, I'm logged in as Lauren Ramsey. You can sign out there. So if you want to just click out really quick, top right. And then this is new. You can search CSTEM Break right from the home page. So if you've got the quick topic you're looking for, you don't want to kind of dig through the menu, you can just search really quickly in the top right, and it'll return the results for you. Now underneath the header item, you're going to see your menu across the middle. and that's what we just went through, the profile and the CSTEM challenges. And a lot of these have drop-down items, so if you just kind of hover on them, the drop-down will appear, and you can go into the different areas. And we're going to go into that in a little bit more detail. So we can move forward to the next slide. So on the first on the menu item is your profile, and so when you click on that, it's going to take you to your profile. So I've included, that's pretty straightforward, I've included my profile here for you to look at, and that's going to have all of your information as far as your profile goes, what your latest activity is, if someone has left you a comment or a message, or if you've written a blog post, or if you've joined or left a group, all that kind of fun stuff. It's also going to be a place where you can go for your inbox and for your alerts. So if you're getting emails or if there's alerts, maybe somebody posted something new to a group that you're part of, and you want to check those to make sure that you get the latest information. You'll also see where all your friends are, or you can go straight to your friends. If you go on the right side underneath your name, there's a little mini menu and it says friends. So you can invite people, you can look at your personal settings. So there's tons of stuff that you can do from your profile, as well as you can personalize it using that button we showed before. All right, so CSTEM Challenge. So this one has a drop-down menu. So there's a couple things that you're going to be able to look at from the CSTEM Challenge menu. One is going to be results from last year, so you can look and see, what was the press release that came out, who were the winners that were there. So it's a great way to just kind of look at the past stats, as well as encourage your students to say, oh my gosh, look what this student did, and look how they placed. So you've got all that at your disposal. You've also got the frequently asked questions. So anything that has to be, anything question related to CSTEM Challenge, you can just go CSTEM Challenge and frequently asked questions, and they'll all be there for you. And also forums. So you can look at all the forums that are available, ones that you're participating in, by clicking My Discussions. You can look at the settings. You can sort and filter and search. So lots of things that you can do, very interactive things from the CSTEM Challenge menu item. All right, moving forward. And this is going to be the opportunities page. Now this is great because CSTEM is constantly getting opportunities for students at all age ranges, right? We're K through 12, so we certainly have opportunities for kids of all ages. Some of these are summer learning, some of them are internships, some of them are scholarships, so you want to definitely check back here and encourage the students to check back here as well if this is something they're interested in pursuing. There's going to be definitely a lot of resources for them. All right, so we'll go forward from here. This is going to be your archive page. So this is kind of some stuff that's been on CSTEM Challenge for a while, and we want to make sure that it was still at your disposal. If you've got something from a couple years ago, oh, I want to see how this turned out, or I want to look back at this old presentation, you can look in the archive, and most likely it's there. All right, so the next page. This is going to be your groups page. Your community, sorry. The community includes all the different groups, so you can go and you can look and see who is, which groups are at the top, and then which groups have you joined personally. And you should all be a member of one of the TTI groups. They're split out into elementary, middle, and high school. So you'll see that at the top, you've got the high school and middle school. So if you haven't done that yet, be sure to join tonight. So that one's pretty straightforward. So we can go to the next page. So members. So when you're looking for, maybe you're looking for a particular student, or you're looking for a friend, if maybe one of the students is looking for someone that they met at a smaller challenge or at an activity at school, this is where you'd come to search. So you can just search in the middle where it says underneath all members, and then it'll bring back the results for that student. You can do advanced search, and that would give you options to search. This is to search by like grade and things like that. And so media. So the media is the next menu option. And this is where you're going to see all the photos and the videos. So this is really fun to look through. You can sort by latest. You can do all sorts of fun things, and it's just a really great place to check in and see what's going on in the community and what the students are posting, and teachers. I'm sure a lot of this goes through you guys. All right, so the next one. Okay, so we've gone through the menu items and just kind of the breakdown of how CSTEM Break is laid out and the different items that you can do there. And now I wanted to go kind of a deeper dive into, okay, Lauren, like you've showed me all this stuff, but what do I do? So each of these pages are meant to be a little bit more specific about the items that we discussed previously. So editing your profile page, I put a couple notes here for you. So that top left, where you're going to click the design icon, that's going to help you to edit your profile. Or if you're already on your profile page, you can just click Customize. And if you go to the next page, we'll see what the editor looks like. So you've got different ways you can customize. Like we mentioned before, you can change the text, you can change the font, the color, the size. You can do that with the buttons and the tabs as well. So a lot of this is really interesting to people to just be able to customize and do things differently. What I like to do is you can just kind of go into the theme section and just pick a theme that you really like, and then it's all done for you, and it groups by color and it picks out the font for you. So that you've got a couple options. You can either go really detailed, or you can kind of go broad and pick a fun theme. And once you select that, it'll save it to your profile. But before that, it'll have your profile locked. So when you are using your mouse, it'll look kind of like a no icon. So just keep that in mind. So once you save your changes, or don't save them, then you'll be able to edit, or just to be able to click on your profile again. All right, so your settings are going to be, things like your birthday, what location you are, so maybe if you've changed schools, things like that, your email address, different ways we can get a hold of you, or your profile picture. So you're definitely going to want to change those from time to time, and the way that you can do that is you just go to your profile and go to the right side where you find your name, and then go down to settings, and that's going to bring up this page where you can edit it. And below this is also some additional information, like the little survey that the students fill out and the teachers. Okay, so next page. So this is the group section. We talked about participating in groups and joining groups, but if you wanted to create a group, this is how you would do it. You'd go to your profile page, and underneath your profile picture, so this is on the left side of your profile page, you would just go down to where it says groups. And when you click on that, it brings up a window that asks you to add a group. And from here, you can give it a name, provide an image, give a description, all this fun stuff that you see here. And then once it's created, you can go ahead and start posting and inviting people to it. All right, so next page. This is what the group page would look like. So I use the TTI High School group page as an example. I really like the teachers are mind-blowing image. That's pretty cool. So this is what it would look like when you click on one. And on the right side, you'll see your members. So we've got 6 members so far. It's a good start. And then on the left side, you'll see the image and the description and website that they can reference. And then below that, you'll start seeing the discussion. So any kind of questions that are posted there, and the responses will be in that discussion forum. And then if there's anything additional you want to add and kind of customize, you can put it in that text box. All right, so next one. So this is if you'd like to add a blog post. You would go to the archives, and you would click Add, and then it would bring up a little box that says Add Blog Post. And this one's real simple. It's just the title, what you want to say, if you have a website to refer to it, and any other tags. So there's a really quick way to get some information out there that you're excited about sharing, or that your students are excited about sharing. And I encourage it. I think blogs, groups, forums are all important in their own right. So I would say try them out and see which one works the best for you, and which one works the best for your students, and then kind of go that direction. But definitely try them all out. So this is how you would add a blog post. All right. So that's kind of the quick intro into how you would navigate around the CSTEM Break social network. And then, as we mentioned earlier, we're social, right? And communication is social. So I wanted to go into a couple items on that front as well. So here's some just basic ideas. So go out there and make some friends, find some other teachers, or encourage your students to make some friends, and the type of challenge that they're participating in. welcome them, send them messages, leave them comments. Just be social and be friendly. All right. So you can do all that by just clicking to someone's profile, and there's little options there. So start talking, right? Same vein. You can put your own comments out there, and you know, include little notes about how you feel about System Break, or where you are in your challenge, or just, you know, how you're feeling that day. It's like your own little update section. All right, so the next section. So, okay, group communication. There's a lot that you can do with the groups, and it, you know, it's kind of meant that way because it's a little bit more robust, right? You've got a whole group of people that are participating in this one particular forum, so it's going to have a few more options. If you are the creator, then you can invite other members, and so that section, there's a couple other places. There's a couple places you can do that in. One is on the top right, so it's that same, you know, friends-invite, so you can invite members into the group that way. You can also send a message to all the groups, to all the people in the group, and that's just right there, yeah, they're right there above members. If you wanted to add a page, you can add a page there. And the other item that I think would be important is the discussion forum. So we talked a little bit about that, but I just wanted to kind of call it out there. So that, you know, in the discussion forum, that's where you could make your announcements, maybe if there's a deadline coming up, or you know, if things of that nature, you could definitely put them in through the forum or through a message to the group. Okay, so moving forward. Okay, so blog posts. We talked about how to add a blog post. So here's some ideas about what you can write about. And on the bottom right of your System Break screen, you're always going to see this blog posts ticker. And it's just going to show you like the most recent blog posts that have been put up. And they get put up pretty frequently. So it's kind of fun to check in and see what's going on, what people are writing about, and see if you have a comment, because a lot of times it's questions or, you know, just kind of interesting points, and so you might have a comment that you'd want to share with that. But yeah, I mean, I think the thing to keep in mind is blog posts are a little bit more relaxed, a lot more fun. So just keep an eye on it and keep current with what people are posting out there. And again, you'll have this to refer to. All right, so System mobile app. So all of this is not just limited to your desktop. It's very mobile too. And so you can download this System Break app to either your iPhone or Android. It works on any phone, any smartphone, right? And it's got this list of menu items. So you've got home, profile, System Break, the wall, all your photos, opportunities, events, the QR code reader, contact us, and donate. Let's see. Now what you're going to see on the home page is it's going to be like a ticker of all sorts of interesting events. So you'll have different blog posts or different messages that are posted to the home page that you can read through. So you definitely want to check that out pretty frequently. The profile item is going to take you directly to your System profile. You will have to log in, but once you're logged in, you'll be able to go to your profile and navigate it just the way you would as if you're sitting at your desktop. System Break is going to take you to like a ticker of informational articles that are being posted on System Break. Kind of just updates that are happening on System Break. So it's a great way to just check in and see in a glance what's happening. On your wall, you're going to see people that have joined, you know, what their name is. So you can go and welcome people. If they've added a blog post, you'll see that there too. All photos are going to be the same that you would see on System Break. So you'd see all the photos that have been recently posted. And the opportunities is going to be the same thing as well. You'll see the internships, the scholarships, all the opportunities that are available to students on System Break. Let's see, 1 second. Okay. So I think it's just fantastic that you know, kids and students are able, or students and teachers are able to go directly to this opportunities section and just see it so beautifully. It's a really great layout. On the events, you're going to see upcoming events that are happening for CSTEM. So all of your workshops are here, the time, the date, you've got comments. So it's a really great, quick reference for, oh, when was that workshop? And, you know, so you can just quickly go to the app, it'll list it out for you. The QR reader is there available for you, so if you have a QR code reader need for any of your projects, you can just pull that up really quickly. And then the contact us page. Oh, we've got somebody on. Hey, Jerry, can you mute your microphone, please? Thank you so much. So on the contact us page, you've got all sorts of information about CSTEM and how you can get in touch with us, how we can help you, how you can connect with us on Twitter and Facebook, and as well as directions to the office if you need to come by. And the donate page is there for all of our one-time donations and DaVinci Booster Club members. Oh, okay, there we go. So that's important as well to a nonprofit. And one other thing to mention on the homepage is that you're going to be able to see the newsletters as well. So when we send out newsletters to the group, that information is going to be posted to the homepage of the app. All right. And Paula, if you could just mute your microphone for us, that would be great. Thank you so much. All right. So a lot of really great things inside the CSTEM Break app. I definitely encourage you to go and download that. So we've covered a lot of material today. Essentially, this is, you know, the pared down version of what do you do next? I've got all this information in my head. You've taught me all these new things. What do I do? So if you haven't joined CSTEM Break, go ahead and do so. There should be an invitation in your inbox. You should have also received something for one of the TTI groups, so whichever grade range you're in. So go ahead and join that group. And then just start inviting your students to join CSTEM Break. If they don't have an account, or if they need some help with that, go ahead and send their email address, the student's email address, to media@cstem, and we'll get all that set up for you. And then just start posting. So we've got some activities for you guys to do after this session, and part of it is to join your group and start a discussion. So that's a good little bullet point right there. All right, so moving forward. Okay, so that's all of my slides for you today. If you have any quick questions, go ahead and text them into the chat window, and I'll see if I can knock them out for you. If not, you can always also email me.